Hello everyone, it's Rad. Welcome to Radko Tarot channel, and this video is going to contain a general tarot reading, and for that reason, as general tarot reading, the reading itself is going to relate to different subjects and situations and is going to manifest itself in a different way with every single different person. Now, in case you are interested to know about specifically about your personal situation, you can check out my website, which is listed here in the display, or it is as well shown in the description of the video. And there you are going to find, visiting it, you're going to find on the very front page full list of my services as well as their pricing, starting from just as little as $12 for the recorded readings and $15 for the private call readings. Apart from that, if you want to see me live, or you want to contribute with an event on me, you can check out my Facebook page, which as well you can see here on the video or in the description down below, and consider sharing and subscribing the video, because this is a one-man operation and your support does helps a lot. That being said, I want you now to lay back comfortably and enjoy the show. Okay, so that is going to be a Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising weekly tarot reading for May 6th to May 12th, 2019. And bear with me, guys, a second until I finish shuffling the tarot cards. And we're gonna jump straight away into the spread for you, Cancers. All right. So the first card, which is marking the topic of your week, guys, that is going to be the Nine of Cups, followed by the second card, which is the challenges that this week presents to you. That is going to be the Four of Pentacles, followed by the third card, which is the positive aspect or what helps you throughout the week. That is going to be the Justice card. And then the last one, which we have, that is going to be the guidance that Tarot is offering to you, Cancers. That is going to be the Ten of Swords. All right, so once again, we have the Nine of Cups here as a topic of the week, followed by the Four of Pentacles, which is the challenges that you need to overcome. After that, what we do have, it is the Justice card, which is what helps you in this situation. And the last one, that is to be the Ten of Swords, the guidance. All right, so Cancers, it looks like that this is going to be quite an exhilarating week, first of all. The only problem that you may face throughout this week resides really in the challenge here, which is the Four of Pentacles. And in this case, it does represent where you will try to have as much, how do you say it in English really, guys? Warranties of what is to happen. So it's kind of like ensuring the most foreseeable future as possible, which never can be the case. Just to give you an example here, if the week unfolds in a way where you can be with someone you like, all right, before you go into it, you may want to have those kind of like reassurances that you together can actually be into a marriage or sign up a marriage and so on and so forth. And it's kind of like you may want to go ahead of yourself. It is what I'm trying to say. But we're going to talk about this in a second here. The first card is the Nine of Cups, which represents the very topic. So the Nine of Cups is one of the most of the best positive, or of the most positive cards into the tarot deck, only being glamored by the Sun card, the Star card, and only by these two, and the Ten of Cups probably. But the Nine of Cups, it does point that this week is going to be dappled with sensual joy, wish fulfillments as well, and in general a very exhilarating times in regards to either your relationship life or either your career life, or why not in both phases. Now the thing with the Nine of Cups is that while this card points in extreme sensual joy that one is gonna have due to the a positive unfoldment of one situation, the card also represents that this time of of benefits, or how can I place it, this time of positivity is only short-lived, unless one does not do the necessary approach in order to secure that time of positivity to become a long lasting. And this is where the challenge is going to play out. But the accompanied card for the Nine of Cups here, this is going to be the World card, and the World card in a combination, it does point to a passive friends here, and it truly speaks for consolidating, really consolidating upon one's dating, consolidating upon one's project, and kind of like finalizing that important cycle of development that you do have right now, reaching its peak of experience, settling it down, so a new perspective can, or rather like a new goal can emerge soon, a goal that is going to be an upgrade to the current states of yours, or the current situation of yours. Like I said, you know, you may date with someone, so you finalize the dating, all right, and you kind of like define a new goal, being in a relationship, which is the upgrade state of the dating. So you do have you here this week, Cancers, transcending, or rather like traversing into the upgraded stage of your life, upgraded stage of your career, or upgraded stage of your romantic life, or why don't in both fields. Now the challenges, like we said, it's marked with the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles in generally is a card where one is kind of like adopting that defensive stance, not wanting to move forward or to make any improvement whatsoever, unless there are no unless there are enough warranties, or what was the word that I said beforehand? Security over the foreseeable future. How can I place it? So it's very difficult, guys. It's just the word pop up from my mind and I can't figure it out right now. It's on the verge of my tongue and I can't say it. It's ridiculous. But insurances, all right, so you may want to you may be obstructed of do any action whatsoever in order to secure and consolidate your current state, unless there are not enough insurances before you insurances for you that this thing is going to work out before you actually make a move forward. Now, while the Four of Pentacles, it is a good card pointing that one is in a very good state, a very comfortable state, it is also deprives one from making any progress forward unless one does not wish to step outside of their comfort zone. The accompanied card here that we do have, this is going to be the King of Pentacles, and only adds up to the statement of the insurances that you may want to adopt before you actually do something in order to improve your circumstances. So do not be skeptical, is what I'm trying to say. The King of Pentacles, it is a very generous person in general, so you gotta be generous, but in the same time, the King of Pentacles, it is not a person of charity. So the problem here could be that you may be rather, how can I place it? You may be rather repulsed from not allowing this person to be with you, or from not investing into a certain project because you don't see the full benefit of it, and for that reason you may not want to step outside of your comfort zone in order to make the necessary improvement, or to secure, like I said, a short-lived happiness into a long-lasting one. To give you another example of that, as let's say you do have something that you are very good at doing, all right, and this week someone approaches you with a proposition to create a business over it, and you may be apprehensive doing it because you don't see how much benefit you're gonna have from it afterwards. So it does look like that you are gonna want to play on a secure bet, while this is not the ideal case throughout this week. So what is gonna help you here throughout the week, guys? That is gonna be the Justice card. And the Justice card, it does represent that you will have an acute sense how to structure your priorities. That is first thing. Second, you will have that sense of discernment to know what really can be achieved and what cannot be achieved. Therefore, you will have that affinity to act accountably toward oneself and toward the situation as well. But the biggest virtue of the Justice card is that you are going to set up your priorities in a very accurate order, meaning that virtually there will be nothing out there that can surprise you in a negative way, and as well you are to breathe that confidence into the people around you, which are placing a great hopes into your performance. The accompanied card here, this is going to be the Hangman, and the Hangman with the Justice form a active neutrals. So it does look like that you do have a pretty good idea how you should proceed on forward with this exhilarating enterprise that it is forming for you throughout the week, which you have to consolidate upon. Do not strain from that idea. As a matter of fact, you are going to have that sense within yourself that that is exactly the right way how you should proceed on forward with your performance, you know, and with your wishfulness. Also, what I mean is that with your goal, and so on and so forth. What I'm trying to say here is that what you do have in your mind in regards to how you should approach from now on your situation, either love, career-wise or love-wise, it is the accurate way how you should approach them, and therefore you should not strain away from your original idea or from your original strategy. And lastly, what we have that is going to be that is going to be the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords as a guidance, it does point that in order for you to traverse from a short-term happiness or from a short-term exhilarating enterprise into a long-term one, that is going to require some drastic actions, some irrevocable decisions, and irreversible actions. This card points, guys, Cancers, that you are on the verge of a new era, and this new era needs to be embarked with ruthlessness. Okay, so meaning that you should not think too much about it, you should not think twice about it, but just do what is necessary in order to secure your future dating, your future husband, your future project, or your future work, maybe your future project as well, or business, excuse me, as well. But the thing with the Ten of Swords is that you are going to have requirements. All right, throughout the week you are going to experience a glimpse of happiness, and that glimpse of happiness comes with the requirements how you can traverse it into a long-term happiness. Those requirements should not be fought, but rather should be embraced with the Ten of Swords. And the last card which we do have for you Cancers, that is going to be the King of Cups, which represents the catalyst here to the Ten of Swords. The formation is active neutrals, so it does point these couple of cards as an active neutrals. It's a very difficult combo, but it does really point that you may feel it rather reckless, and you may feel it rather how can I place it, immature to act upon the situation in such a way, you know, with irreversible actions or irrevocable decisions, and generally, you know, embrace the criteria that you need to feel in order to traverse your happiness into a long-lasting one. And some of your decisions that you will have to make along the week may look a little bit immature, like I said, and with the lack of balance. But it's what it is necessary this way, especially for those who are finding themselves in a long-term stagnation. These cards have a most manifestation, meaning that the time has come for you to truly acknowledge that this situation is just taking the top of the cake, and things cannot go any further than that, any further like this, and you have to do something about it. And doing something about it meaning that you gotta step outside of your comfort zone, do not caring about how secure your future is, because everything is better than what it is right now. So that being said, guys, this was your weekly tarot reading, Cancers, for May 6th to May 12th, 2019. I hope you enjoyed and you liked it, and we're gonna see each other around. Until then, bye.